السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. بسم الله، الحمد لله، والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. أما بعد، أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي. رب زدني علما. اللهم لا سهل إلا ما جعلته سهلا وأنت تجعل الحزن إذا شئت سهلا. أهلا وسهلا ومرحبا بكم. I welcome you all to the class of Arabiyya Bayna yadayk. Alhamdulillah. Today we are going to begin a new lesson. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Al-Wahdatul Hadiyata Ashara. Al-Wahdatul Hadiyata Ashara, which is the 11th unit. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. An-Nasu wal-Amakinu. An-Nas, the people and wal amakinu, and their places and places, people and places, right? Makan, the plural of makan is amakinu. Al wahdatul hadiyata ashra. Hadiya is also 11. We can say ihda ashra also, and we can also say hadiyata ashra. Al wahdatul hadiyata ashra, that is the 11th unit. Alhamdulillah. Wahda is unit, right? And nasu wal amakinu, people and places, right? People and places. So this is what we are going to do today, inshallah ta'ala. And this lesson talks about people going to villages and people living in the cities and so on, right? And so on. And we might learn a few new things as well. A few new things as well regarding grammar and stuff. So inshallah ta'ala. So let's begin with our first unit, inshallah. So our first unit, Al-Wahdatul Hadiyat Asha, Al-Hiwadul Hawwal. This is our first dialogue with it's between Sabit and Haris. So Sabit and Haris, these are two guys, and they're speaking to each other. They're speaking to each other, inshallah ta'ala. Let's let's look at the let's open up the audios of this unit, inshallah.
الوحدة 11. الناس والأماكن. الدرس 61. الحوار الأول. انظر واستمع. لماذا تركت العراق؟
Right, Sabit is like لماذا تركت العراق? Why did you leave Iraq? So which verb is this? Taraka yatruku. This is taraka yatruku, which is taraka yatruku. Bab Nasara, right? Bab Nasara. This is Bab Nasara. Taraka yatruku. Why did you leave Iraq? Taraka is to leave, right? Taraktu is I left, past tense, right? Taraktu. But ta is you left. Fa'alta, fa'alta, fa'altuma, fa'altum. Right? Fa'alta. Why did you leave? Past. Why did you leave Iraq? انتقلت let's listen. Next one. Haris.
انتقلت الشركة إلى جدة وأنا مدير الشركة هنا.
Haris says انتقل. What is انتقل? انتقل is to transfer. انتقل. انتقل. انتقل ينتقل. انتقل ينتقل, to transfer or to move, right? So intiqal is to transfer, right? To transfer. Intiqal is the masdar. This is form 7, right? Not form 7 actually, form 8. Ifta'ala. Ifta'ala yafta'ilu ifti'al, right? Intaqala yattaqilu intiqal. Okay, intaqalat, and because this is muannas, this is intaqalat. Intaqalat. Inshallah, these forms and everything, inshallah, will come in the future. But I'm just trying to tell if anyone knows about it. This is a mazid fihi. The actual verb is naqala. Naqala, to transfer. And the extended form, what we did was we added a hamza in the starting. Then we took the fa kalima. Right? The fa kalima is the first root letter. Then we took the second, and I mean we added ta. Then we just put it like this. If ta'ala. This is like if ta'ala. Right? If ta'ala. Inshallah. But anyhow, this is not important as of now. This is form 8, inshallah. Masjid fee and everything will come in the future. They'll give it in the notes, I mean, every lesson in the next book, inshallah. This is just about this book is all about learning the vocabularies. This book is all about learning vocabularies, inshallah ta'ala. انتقلت الشركة إلى جدة. The company got transferred to Jeddah, right? To Jeddah. وأنا مدير الشركة هنا, and I am the director of the company. Mudir can be the principal of a school or a college, Mudir, and Sharika is the company, of course. And I'm the director of the company here. Now he became the director in Jeddah, right? So because he's just a director, so he has to transfer, right? The company itself got transferred from Iraq. It came to Jeddah because Iraq, maybe because of the war and all, right? Because the war, they got transferred, maybe, right? Iraq war 2000. Late 2000, after 2002, 2003. لماذا تركت العراق? Why did you leave Iraq? And notice just Juddata, Juddata, because Judda is also place name, so place names do not take tanweens as such, and they don't take kasras also. So even if a preposition comes before it, it becomes ila juddata, not juddati. This is called mamnu min as-sabd, a diptot. A diptot. انتقلت الشركة إلى جدة. The company got transferred to Jeddah. وأنا مدير الشركة هنا, and I'm the director here. Okay.
كنت سعيدا في العراق.
Next, Sabit says, كنت سعيدا في العراق. You were happy in Iraq, right? كنت, you were. كنت, like فعلت. This is also كنت. كنت is I was. كنت, you were. Past tense. You were happy. سعيدا, happy. You were happy. This is kunta. Anytime kana and it comes, right? Instead of looking for fail and file, you have to look for the ismu kana and the khabaru kana. Right? What is the ismu kana? Ismu kana is tasta, tista. And khabar kana is sa'idan. Sa'idan. You were happy in Iraq. And always remember, the khabar of kana is always mansoob, like the object, like the maf'ulun bihi. Right? The khabar of kana and its sisters, it's always mansoob. Kunta sa'idan. Right? Where's the ismu kana? Here. Kunta sa'idan fil Iraq. So anytime kana comes, you should always look for ismu kana and khabar kana. Ismu kana is always marfu. Khabar kana is always mansoob. Right? Is always mansoob. Kunta sa'idan fil Iraq. You were happy in Iraq.
هذا صحيح. العراق بلد جميل ولي أصدقاء هناك.
هذا صحيح. This is true. Right? This is true. I was happy in Iraq. العراق بلد جميل. Iraq is a beautiful country. بلد جميل not manut. ولي, and I have أصدقاء هناك. I have friends over there. I have friends over there. صديق, the plural is أصدقاء. أصدقاء هناك. I have friends over there, right? I have friends over there. ولي أصدقاء, ولي أصدقاء. لي is I have, right? لي, له, لهما, لهم, لي, لنا, right? All this. لي, I have friends over there.
ما رأيك في جدة؟
ما رأيك في جدة? What's your opinion of جدة? رأي. رأي is opinion, right? Right? It's used in Urdu also, right? What's your opinion? And so ra'a, it comes from the word ra'a yara, seeing. So there are two types of seeing. One is the actual seeing, and the other is the the logical, the mental seeing, right? I mean, you don't see it like a metaphor, like something like you're not actually seeing. Like I see. I mean, when you speak, right, you understand. That means to understand or to comprehend, right? You don't actually see. I mean, so right. So أَرَأَيْتَ الَّذِي يُكَذِّبُ بِالدِّينِ, in the Quran, did you see the one? I mean, it's not like literally seeing. It's like, did you understand, or did you did you see him? I mean, or it could be alam tara kayfa fa'ala rabbuka bi ashabil fil. Did you see how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala dealt with the people of the elephant? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, your Lord dealt with the people of the elephant, right? So it's not actual seeing, it's like understanding, or it's called seeing of the heart, right? Seeing of the heart. Albiyah. Okay. Ma ra'yuka fi juddata? What's your opinion about Judda? So when you're talking about opinion about something, we don't use an, we use fi. Ma ra'yuka fi juddata, right? In Judda. But literally it doesn't sound okay, because what's your opinion in Judda? I mean, that's not true, right? We don't translate it that way. What's your opinion about Judda? I mean, Jeddah, right? It's because he's praising Iraq here, so he's asking, what's your opinion of Jeddah now? Ma ra'yuka fi Juddata? What's your opinion about Jeddah? But we write fi. I mean, in Arabic we don't say ra'yuka an Jeddah, right? We can say, actually, I think, but fi Jeddah is used here. Ma ra'yuka fi Jeddah?
جدة مدينة كبيرة وجميلة جدا.
Jeddah is a big city and a beautiful city, right? Jeddah is a big city and a beautiful city. So Jiddatul Madinatu Kabiratun, this is a Naat and Manut, and Jamilatun Jiddan, this is Maful Mutlaq. We'll learn about it later. And Jamilatun Jiddan, and it is very beautiful. Jiddan is very beautiful. Jiddan.
كيف تقضي الوقت في جدة؟
How do you spend your time, right? We learned about in the previous unit. Qada yakhdi, to spend the time. How do you spend your time in Jeddah? Right? What do you do in Jeddah? I mean, what do you do in Jeddah and all? So Hadi says,
أذهب مع الأسرة إلى شاطئ البحر.
Adhabu, I go with my with the family, ma'al usrati, with the family. Ma, and we learned before that the word after ma should have a kasra, right? It's like this is a zarf, and the word after zarf is mudaf ilayhi. And the word after zarf is mudaf ilayhi. Ma'al usrati ila shati al-bahr, to the beach of the ocean. Even this shati al-bahr is mudaf and mudaf ilayhi. So it is the ocean's beach, right? The ocean's beach. Ila shati al-bahr, because Jeddah is located on a coastline, so near the sea, near the ocean. Or the sea, maybe it's, I think it's the Red Sea or something. But he's just saying bahr, generally. Ila shati al-bahr. We go to the beach, right? We go to the beach side. What do you do in Jeddah? We go to the beach side.
وأين تذهب الآن؟
وإلى أين تذهب الآن? Or you can just ask, as in the audio, أين تذهب الآن? Where are you going now? Like they met on the way or something. أين تذهب الآن? Where are you going now?
أذهب إلى مكة للعمرة والصلاة في المسجد الحرام.
He's going to أذهب, I'm going to, or I go. Like I am going, yeah. So أذهب should have been used, yeah, but أذهب is also fine. أذهب إلى مكة. I'm going to Makkah. Again, Makkah is a place name and they don't like tanween, right? أذهب إلى مكة للعمرة for the Umrah والصلاة and for prayer في المسجد الحرام. Very simple sentence, right? للعمرة, for, this is called lam, right? I mean, this is the lam which means for, or it can also mean belonging to, as we learned in the previous lessons, right? Li, lillahi mulku samawati wal ard, right? And it is a harfu jar. It is a harfu jar. It is a preposition, right? Or preposition. للعمرة والصلاة في المسجد الحرام. Okay, I'm going to Makkah for Umrah. Why the lam doesn't show a kasra? Oh, we can show, right? Lil Umrati. They're not giving for everything. See, they're not giving for everything. I mean, they're not giving the tashkil for everything. Generally, they give it for the ending. So, I mean, it's their wish, right? If they want to clarify something, right? Because we have been using it so many times, so that's why they've not, like Alif Lam is also, they don't, Alif Lam is also not, it just understood Alif Lam, because when you join this, we won't read this. right? It will become fil masjidi. So, and even um, so these two are always generally lil. It's never lal or lul, right? Because it's understood. I mean, it's never lal or lil. It's lul, right? It's always lil. So that's why also we don't write it. I mean, all the Arabic literature doesn't have fatha kasra, right? Doesn't have fatha kasra. We should get used to reading without it. So Arabic is mostly based on the context, right? We understand through the context most of the things. We don't look at the fatha dhamma kasras all the time. Although sometimes we do put fatha dhamma kasra, but uh, but it's okay, fine. I mean, um, without it is what is the whole issue, which many people find it difficult. Okay. Next one.
كم تستغرق الرحلة إلى
It takes time. It doesn't come. It takes years to have a lot of practice. It doesn't come in one day. Okay. Inshallah. It takes 1 or 2 years to for anyone. Even today, if you give me the newspaper to read, I'll find it difficult because there's so many new words in the newspaper. Because my vocabulary is limited to the Islamic vocabulary, the Quran and the Hadith. My vocabulary is not has been for the MSA. Right, I can read classical with little problem, but I can. But I'm not strong with modern. So depends on the person's vocabs and everything. So he says, "Kam tastaghriqu rihlatu."
مكة تستغرق ساعة واحدة تقريبا.
So istaghraqa, the word means to. This is form 10. 10. Whenever you see in alif sim ta, or in the form in the madi, it is form 10, right? Like istaghfara, yastaghfiru. From yastaghfiru, it will become tastaghfiru. Similarly, istaghraqa, yastaghriqu. So it means to take something. How much time it takes, or time is required. How much time is required? Istaghraqa, right? Literally, like how much does the trip take to Makkah? I mean, for the time, how much time it takes to Makkah, right? um, if we translate it, istaghraqa. 1 second, I'm just looking at the literal translation. Istaghraqa. Yeah, to last something. Yeah, how much it lasts. I mean, in respect to time, istaghraqa yastaghriqu. Kam tastaghriqu rihlatu. Why did they use the ta? Because this is rihlatu feminine. It should have been yastaghriqu for for the masculine thing, right? Like you can say, kam yastaghriqu safar ila Makkah. How much does the travel take? Although safar has the same meaning, but we can use suffer also. So you have to change the verb accordingly. Right? Generally, anytime you have a ta in front, many times it's because it is feminine. The fa'il is feminine, and the other times it is because we are speaking to someone. We are speaking to someone, right? Because the mudare is like that. Mudare is like that. That tafalu, tafalani, tafalina, tafalu, tafalani, tafalna, tafaluna, tafalina, tafalani, tafalna. It's like that. Okay, inshallah. So that's why it has tastaghriqu. How much time does it take? So this verb itself, uh, uh, it's understood that we are talking about time, right? We are not talking about how many kilometers or or uh, or how much luggage is required and all that. Tastaghriqu, like it's like taqdi. Like we have this, no? Kaifa taqdi, how do you spend? The spending is what? It's not about money spending, right? It's not about money spending. It's about time spending. Similarly here, Kam tastaqriqu, it is understood through the context also, right? That the time is spent. The three-letter gharq is to drown, to drown. So how much time is drowned actually, right? Istaghraqa, to mean engrossed in, to be occupied with, right? To be occupied with how much time does the travel occupy or the travel takes. So because it drowns, the time like disappears, right? Because you're traveling, so you can't do anything much. Okay, so I'm just focusing so much on this verb because it's used very commonly to spend time, right? Okay, and it's form 10. Okay, inshallah. I keep telling these forms because maybe someday later when we understand all the forms, people might come and want to revise, then they might understand, yes, this is form 10, or people who already know these forms. And that's why I keep telling, although they're not required as of now to learn all the mazid fi forms and stuff. كم تستغرق الرحلة إلى مكة? How much time it does take, or how much does the trip require for the time? So he says,
والآن جاء دورك.
He said تستغرق ساعة واحدة تقريبا. The time required is ساعة واحدة تقريبا تستغرق. It takes about 1 hour approximately تقريبا. Yeah, from Jeddah to Makkah it takes 1 hour. Yes, that is true. Right? 1 hour, sometimes 2 hours also. تستغرق ساعة واحدة تقريبا. So this is what is the exercise. So he got transferred from Iraq and then now he's going to Jeddah. That's what is the lesson about. That's what is the lesson about. So let's repeat this lesson, inshallah. So there's a new verb here, I guess. We've not used it before. Intaqala. Intaqala is a new verb to transfer. Intaqalat, because this is muannas. Intaqalat is the same. The mazid fi is also conjugated in the same way. We should not look just because it has so many letters. We should not get scared. Right? Mazid fi is the easiest one. Right? The three-letter verbs are the most difficult ones. Right? It's the same. Like fa'alat, intaqalat. Right? We just add a ta to make it feminine. Right? It's the same thing. Similarly, the mudara is also same thing. Instead of saying tafalu, you're saying tastaghriqu. It's just a lot of letters.
انظر واستمع
Let's
وأعد.
repeat the lesson so that we get used to the vocabs and stuff.
لماذا تركت العراق؟
Why did you leave Iraq?
انتقلت الشركة إلى جدة وأنا مدير الشركة هنا.
The company got transferred to Jeddah and I'm the director of
كنت
the company.
سعيدا في العراق؟
You were happy in Iraq.
هذا صحيح. العراق بلد جميل ولي أصدقاء هناك.
Yes, this is true. Iraq is a beautiful country and I have friends there.
ما رأيك في جدة؟
What is your ra'yu is also a new word which we're learning here, right? Ra'yuka. What's your ma ra'yuka? What's your opinion? What's your thought about it? And what do you think about Jeddah? And ra'yu generally uses fi.
جدة مدينة كبيرة وجميلة جدا.
Jeddah is a big country and beautiful too.
كيف تقضي الوقت في جدة؟
How do you spend your time in Jeddah? How do you spend your time? Yeah? تقضي الوقت.
أذهب مع الأسرة إلى شاطئ البحر.
I go with my family to the beach. شاطئ البحر. We're just translating this as beach because beaches, obviously it is about the river or the sea or the ocean, right? Beach of the ocean. I mean, it's understood.
وأين تذهب الآن؟
And where are you going now? And ila aina or aina is also fine.
أذهب إلى مكة للعمرة والصلاة في المسجد الحرام.
I'm going to Makkah for Umrah and prayer in the Masjid al-Haram.
كم تستغرق الرحلة إلى مكة؟
How much time does it take for Makkah? Or the trip? Rihla is trip.
تستغرق ساعة واحدة تقريبا.
It takes 1 hour approximately. ساعة واحدة تقريبا. So Rihla is trip, right? Safar, trip. رحلة سعيدة, right? Have a happy trip or happy journey, right? رحلة سعيدة, رحلة سعيدة. Okay, we have some مفردات. أنزل واستمع وعد. ينتقل, to transfer, to move from one place to another. Intiqal is to move. That's why in Urdu, intiqal is used for death, because the soul transfer from one place to the other, right? So intiqal doesn't mean death as such. Intiqal in Arabic means to move, right? Hunaka, there. Hunaka is there. Huna is here, right? Hunaka is there. Here, there. Asdiqa, friends. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 friends. Right? Asdiqa. More than one is, more than two is asdiqa. Umrah. Umrah is umrah. Right? The umrah. Sa'idun, happy. Sa'id. Sa'id, happy. Happy, happy. Right? Sa'id. Kun sa'idan, be happy. Al-Bahr. Bahr is the ocean. Right? Bahr is, one second, I'm just confused. Bahr is the ocean, yes. What? Bahr. Oh, it's the sea. It's not the ocean. So what is ocean called? Oh, Bahr is the ocean is called Muhit. Oh, okay. Muhit is the ocean. Oh, Muhit. So Bahr is a sea. So I'm sorry if I translate it as ocean. It's the sea. Sea. Bahr is a sea. Okay. It's not the ocean. That's what. Bahr is a sea. مدير الشركة, company director. Company director. رحلة is traveling, a trip or the journey. Medina is a city. Medina is a city, right? It's any city. It's not the city of Medina, right? Medina is a city. Why was it named Medina? Because it was actually Madinatul Rasul, the city of the Prophet, and later on it just became Medina. But to distinguish from the others, now it is called uh, Madinatul Munawwara, the illuminated city. Because there's so many cities, but we have only one illuminated city, which is the Madinatul Munawwara. So that's what it got famous like that. But Medina generally means any city. Medina. Qarya is a town. Qarya, it comes in the Quran a lot. Qarya. Qaryatun is a town, a small village kind of. Qarya, which is not a city. Medina is a big city. And the plural of Medina is Mudun. Mudun. And Mudir is a principal of a school, college, anything. But when you join it with the company, Mudiru Sharikati, director of the company. We have directors, right? Board of directors and so on. So he's the director of the company. Tadrib, Ajib Manila Sati, Bikhtasarin, answer the questions with ikhtisar, concisely, briefly. Aina Harisun al-an. Where's Haris now? So where's he? He's in Jeddah, right? Harisun fil Juddata. And this is very confusing. Some names take alif lam, the alif lam, and some names do not take alif lam, right? Because it is just a convention. There's no the rule such as why does it? Because Iraq takes alif lam, see, and then it will take kasra also. If it has alif lam, it will take kasra also, right? And the cities generally do not take, like Makkah, Juddata, and so on. So there's no standard rule why it takes and why it doesn't take. So Aina kana min qabl, where was he before? Aina kana, where was he before? Where was he before? Kana min qabl, he was before. Where was he? Fil Iraq, he was in Iraq. Fil Iraqi. لماذا جاء حارس من العراق? Why did Haris come? Ja'a is come. إذا جاء نصر الله, when Allah's help comes, right? Ja'a yaji'u, to come. Why did Haris come? Why qabl when you say kana? Aina kana, yeah. Before this, Aina kana, where was... Okay. Kana, we cannot, I think, we cannot leave it like that. Like, Aina kana is like incomplete sentence, right? Kana, because it's called af'alu naqisa. They are incomplete verbs when it comes to the meaning, right? We have to have a ismu kana and khabar kana. Now, where's the ismu kana here? It is hidden. Kana and kanat uh, is hidden. The main khabli is the khabar. Okay, khabar of the kana. Okay, and we learned that the khabar of kana is always a mansub, but because this preposition came, we had to, we had to make this sentence like this. And there's a rule that if there is no mudaf ilayhi here, this is mabni. You have to read it min qablu. It comes in the Quran too, because this is a rule. Right? This is a rule. Min qablu. We cannot say min qabli, because we have to have a mudaf ilayhi. So that is also, so there are two things happening here. One is, if it was one word, it had to be mansub, but because it is jarun majrurun, we it cannot be mansub now, because the preposition came here. Right? Now, because the preposition came, um, and there's no mudaf ilayhi afterwards, because qabla generally requires a word after it. Before qabla al maji, before his coming, or something like that. So we cannot just leave it like that. Like laisa means he is not. So it's like incomplete in meaning. Aina kana, where was, it's like that, where he was. Although in English it doesn't, it doesn't sound unintelligible, right? It sounds intelligible enough, but in Arabic we cannot leave it like that, because it is, we have to bring a khabar kana or ismu kana or whatever which is required, right? We cannot just say kana, he was. It's just empty, right? Right? He was and he is and he will be. Kana yakunu and sayakunu, something. Right? So we have to bring something in Arabic. Also in English, we can just translate aina kana as he was. But where he was, where he was. Aina kana, where was he? Right? So, but we cannot say that. We have to bring min qablu or. And another thing which maybe would be there, that before this, where was he? Because where he was, it could be, I mean, it's not clear. Like where he was when? Yesterday, day before yesterday, right? So min qablu is before this. Before this, we're talking about cities, so maybe you have to use min qablu. So there's grammatical, and there's also this, as far as I can understand. Allahu Alam. لماذا جاء حارس من العراق? Why did Haris come from Iraq? Also, that's a good question. Yes. لماذا جاء حارس إلى العراق? Why did Haris come from Iraq? جاء حارس من العراق لأن شركته, because his company انتقلت من العراق إلى جدة. From Iraq to Jeddah, his company got transferred. انتقلت شركته إلى جدة. من Iraq. From Iraq, it got transferred to Jeddah. Now that's why Harisun وهو مدير الشركة, and he's the director of the company. He cannot just leave the company, right? Because he's the director of the company. هنا, he's the director of the company here, so he has to come along with the company. من مدير الشركة في جدة? See now, instead of saying Jeddah, they made it kasra. So both are fine. Jiddata, and Juddata. Both are fine. Actually, the classical name was Judda, right? So that's what some people like to say, Judda, and some people would like to leave it as Jidda. The newly Judda became Jidda, right? Jidda. So both are fine. Both are fine. Fi Jiddata. So sometimes they want to show us that Jidda is also fine. Okay, it's not like, but more classical is Judda. Nowadays, nobody says Judda. It's more Jidda, right? Man Mudir Sharikati fi Jiddata. Who is the company, direct company of the director? Director of the company in Jeddah, fi Jeddah. Who are Haris? Yeah, who are Haris? He's Haris. The مدير الشركة في جدة حارس is Haris. لماذا أحب ثابت العراق? Oh, Sabit, right? Not Haris. Who's the director? Haris, yeah, Haris. Haris is the director, correct. Haris is the director. لماذا أحب ثابت العراق? Why does Sabit love Iraq? Why does he love Sabit? Sabit. Because he was happy. It should have been Haris, right? Haris loves Iraq because he was there in Iraq, not Sabit, right? So I don't know. Because Why does Sabit love Iraq? Sabit has never gone to Iraq. This should have been Haris, right? Because Sabit is the one who's speaking, right? ماذا يوقع في جدة? What is the Haris view of Judah? So I think it's Haris. They just missed it, I think. لماذا أحب حارس العراق? Why does Haris love Iraq? Because Haris was there. Because يعني لأن العراق, because Iraq is بلد جميل. It is a beautiful country. وله أصدقاء هناك, and he has friends there. And he had friends there. Give me 1 second, please. There's some error in my monitor. Okay. Okay, I can see now. لماذا أحب ثابت العراق? Why did Sabit leave Iraq? Why did Sabit love Iraq? Because he had friends there and it was a beautiful country. Not Sabit, sorry, Haris. ماذا ثابت في جدة? What is the view of Sabit of Jeddah? Not view of Sabit, we are talking about Haris. ماذا Haris, right? Because Haris is the one who's speaking. Jeddah, Haris. Because he's asking, Sabit is asking to Haris. So, anyways, whoever it is, رأي Haris, رأي, and this should be kasra, right? Sabitin, because this is the mudaf and mudaf ilayhi. Ma rayu sabitin fi jiddata. So yes, talking about rayu sabitin fi jiddata or rayu harisin fi jiddata. Jeddah is also madinatun kabiratun. It's a big city. Wa jamilatun jiddan. It's also beautiful, very beautiful. ماذا يحب ثابت في جدة? What does Sabit love of Jeddah? I mean Haris, right? Of course, we are talking about Haris. He loves all these things. I mean, it's a big city. It's a beautiful city. He loves the Shatil Bahar also, we can say, the beach, right? لماذا يذهب إلى مكة? Why is he going to Makkah? للعمرة. يذهب إلى مكة للعمرة. He's going to Makkah for عمرة. كم ساعة الرحلة من مكة إلى جدة? How many hours is the travel taking? Yeah, how many hours? It takes 1 hour. ساعة واحدة تقريبا. It takes 1 hour تقريبا. كم ساعة رحلة من مكة إلى جدة؟ ساعة واحدة تقريبا. Right? رحلة من مكة إلى جدة. Again, we'll use takes. So we'll say because we are talking about الرحلة, right? تستغرق ساعة واحدة. So if you want to write, we can write الرحلة so that we can understand the usage of the word الرحلة من مكة إلى جدة أو جدة إلى جدة تستغرق takes تستغرق ساعة واحدة تقريبا approximately, right? So this is how we use تستغرق in a sentence. The trip from Makkah to Jeddah takes 1 hour approximately. تستغرق. So this is a new verb which we're learning. استغرق يستغرق. To take something in time. The trip from Makkah to Jeddah takes 1 hour approximately. Intaqala also we learned in this unit. Alhamdulillah. Inshallah, they'll repeat all the verbs and all the things so many times, inshallah, by the till the end of the unit, like we've been seeing, so that nothing remains new at the end of the unit, inshallah. Let's go to the Hiwar Thani, the second Hiwar. Okay, before we begin, please re-log in again. Jazakallahu khair. let's begin the حوار الثاني إن شاء الله. انظر واستمع وعد.
الحوار الثاني. انظر واستمع. من أين حضرت؟
من أين حضرت? From where did you come? Or where did you come? Yeah. Where did you come from? So this is between Lais and Samir. Lais means a lion. I don't know about Samir. So Lais is a lion. Right? Asad, Lais. Lais ibn Sa'ad. Imam Lais. Min aina hadarta? Where did you come from? Right? Hadara can also mean where did you hadara to mean to be present also. To be present. And but generally when min aina hadarta, where did you come from? We can also use min aina ji'ta. Where did you come from? Ji'ta, ja'a yaji'u ji'ta. Ji'ta, where did you come from? That's also fine. And so on. So hadarta is mean where did you come from? Right? Hadar is to be present. Alhamdulillah. So where did you come from? 1 second, please. Yes, hadara is to appear, to arrive, to attend, to be present, to be there, to come, to get to go to present oneself, reach, report, right? Report for duty, show up to a certain place, visit, and so many meanings. Yeah? And if you just want to add a make it form tool, make it haddara. Haddara, it means to make ready, prepare, produce, ready. Right? So hadara has so many meanings: to visit, to appear, to arrive, to attend, right? Be there someplace. So min aina hadarta, where did you come from, is what we can translate as easily, right? With min aina hadarta, this is fa'alta, right? Hadarta.
حضرت من اليمن. أنا يمني.
I came from Yemen. Ana Yemeni. I came from Yemen. Hadartu, I came. Where do we see the I? It's Hadartu. I came from Yemen. Ana Yemeni. I am Yemeni. I'm a Yemeni person, right? Yemeni Yun.
ومتى حضرت من اليمن؟
And when did you come from?
حضرت.
And when did you come from Yemen? Hadarta. When did you come? Right? The file is ta tumatum. Ti tumatunna tu. Hadartu. I came. The file. The past tense.
قبل 10 سنوات.
When did you come? حضرت قبل 10 سنوات. I came before 10 years. See, قبل, before. And we have a مضاف إليه. I mean, we should have something before it, after that, right? قبل 10 سنوات. I came before. The meaning is before 10 years. قبل 10 سنوات. And because this is muannas, we use the number masculine here. For those 3 to 10, we should use the opposite gender. So instead of saying asharati, I'm saying ashri. Hadartu qabla ashri sanawat. I came before 10 years. I mean 10 years before. Ashri sanawat. Sanatun, the plural is sanawatun. Right? Sanatun. One second. Sanatun is a year. Sanatun is a year. Sanatun. The plural is sanawatun. Another thing for year is amun. Am. And the plural is awamun. Awamun. Am is also used for year. Right? Sanatun, amun. Haul is also used. Haulun for the year. Right? And there are various other words for year. Now, sanatun, the plural is sanawatun. And another plural of sanatun is used as sinuna. Sinuna. And when you make it majrur, it becomes sinina. It comes in the Quran. Sinin. Sinin. Years. Right? So sanatun can be sanawatun or sinuna or sinina. So the word after qabla should have a kasra, like tahta, because this is a zarf, right? This is zarf zuman. This is the adverb of time, and the word after an adverb should be mudaf ilayhi. And because this is feminine, this is masculine, right? It has to be opposite in gender, because 3 to 10, the numbers, the adad, is opposite in gender to the ma'dud. So hadartu, I came before 10 years, or 10 years before is how we translate, right? But in Arabic we write before 10 years. قبل 10 سنوات. And because of this became kasra. Now, and the numbers 3 to 10 are mudaf and mudaf ilayhi pattern. So this also became kasra because of its mudaf and mudaf ilayhi. 3 to 10, like khamsatu kutubin, 5 of books. Right? If you literally translate 10 of years, years, tens, or something. So hadartu qabla 10 sanawat. I came 10 years before. Now,
هل معك الجنسية اليمنية؟
هل معك الجنسية اليمنية? Do you have a jinsiya? What is a jinsiya? Let's see below. Nationality, right? Jinsiya is, we learned this, right? Jinsiya is nationality. We had it in unit 1. هل معك جنسية يمنية? هل معك جنسية اليمنية? Do you have a Yemeni nationality? We learned in first lesson. Citizenship, yeah. Maybe that is yes. Citizenship is more correct translation. Citizenship is more correct translation. Do you have a Yemeni citizenship? That's correct, right? Yemeni citizenship is more correct. Jinsiya. Now, because jinsiya generally means national. Unit 1, yes. Unit 1, alhamdulillah. هل معك Yemeni citizenship? I mean, جنسية اليمنية. Right? Do you have a Yemeni citizenship? نعم. Yes, he says.
نعم ومعي جواز السفر اليمني.
And yes, I have. نعم ومعي, and I have جواز السفر اليمني. جواز السفر is the passport, right? Passport. جواز السفر. جواز السفر. Because جاز يجوز. Jaza yajuzu is to allow something. Jaiz, right? To permissible things, yeah? To permit something. Jaza yajuzu. So jawaz is the permission to travel. So what is the permission to travel? Is a passport, right? Is a passport. I mean, the passport is also because you're allowed to pass on the port. That's why it's called a passport. I mean, it's a pass to pass the port. Because previously we didn't have airport. I mean, we had. I mean, the flights weren't there. It was porting, yeah, ports, yeah. So the seaports and stuff. But airport is also now called the airport, right? So the passport. Yes, Jawaz Safar is a mudaf and mudaf ilayhi. The port of the pass. I mean, the pass of the port. Or maybe the pass of the port. Now it is Safar, right? Safar is the permission to travel. I mean, the pass of the travel. Okay. So Jawaz Safar. Because why am I stressing so much here? Because maybe in the next lesson we'll get a visa, we'll get a ticket, right? Next lesson, or maybe in this lesson or the next unit, we'll get a ticket. And many people get confused between a ticket, a visa, a passport, and so on, right? So they'll get confused, like what is the tazkira? Tazkira is a ticket, and visa is called something. So they get confused. Right? So we should not get confused. Jawaz safar is a passport. ومعي جواز السفر al-Yamani. I have a Yemeni passport, right? Because I have a Yemeni citizenship. Obviously, I should have a Yemeni passport. Okay. No. Let's go next one. Yes, I have a Yemeni passport.
هل حضرت للعمل؟
So this dialogue is taking place in the, what do you call, the immigration place in the airport, right? And this dialogue is taking place in the airport. I mean, the immigration where they ask questions or something, right? What do you call, the immigration area and so on.
لا حضرت
So هل حضرت للعمل? Did you come for work? Did you come for work? لا حضرت للدراسة. No, I came for no, he says
دراسة. وبعد الدراسة تزوجت.
Right? No, I came for study. للدراسة, to study. وبعد الدراسة تزوجت. And after the study, I got married. تزوجت. Right? So did you come for work? So he came 10 years later, right? I mean, 10 years back. Sorry, 10 years back. قبل 10 سنوات. He came 10 years back, right? So he's, wait. I mean, where did you come? I came from Yemen and I came 10 years back. So this is not the airport then. This is the office, no? He's calling for the job, I guess. Because this question got us confused that this is the airport. Because he's saying I got married here and I stay here. So he's just asking some questions, right? So I think this is some office kind of thing where people ask, do you have a passport? And they stop you on the roads and ask you questions. And so on, something like that. Because this is not the airport, because he came here 10 years back and he got married. تزوجت. So تزوج يتزوج. تزوج. Waja is form 5 for those who know. يتزوج. Right? تزوج is to get married on their own. Right? تزوج يتزوج is to get married on their own. Form 5. Right? And what is zawaja? Zawaja is to get someone else married. Right? Like zawaj to binti. Amsi. I got my daughter married yesterday. I mean, to get married. I mean, for someone else, right? We don't get married. If I want to say I got married, I say tazawwaja. Tazawwajtu, like this guy here. Tazawwajtu. I got married. So he got married. Right? Tazawwajtu. I got married. So, it comes in the Qur'an. Where Musa alayhi salam goes to, and he says, if you work for me 10 years, the mahar, 8 years or something, right? The mahar will be. So he got married. It comes in Surah Al-Qasas, I guess. Or Surah Al-Namal. So, and Zawj is also used, right? Zawj is a 3-letter masdar. So he says, I came for studying, but after I got for studying, I got married. Alhamdulillah. So,
وماذا تعمل هنا؟
what do you do
أنا
here?
أستاذ في الجامعة.
What do you do here? I'm a teacher in the university. What do you do here? I'm a teacher in the university.
هل تزور اليمن؟ نعم.
Did you visit or do you visit Yemen? So Zara Yazuru is to visit, right? Zara Yazuru. Many people put the name also Zara, but in Arabic it means to visit. And its masdar is ziyara. Ziyara is to visit. Ziyara. Nowadays ziyara means to visit a grave, but Zara Yazuru is to visit anyone, a living person. Right? Zara Yazuru, ziyara. Hal tazuru. So yazuru becomes tazuru. Do you visit Yemen?
أقضي العطلة مع الأسرة في اليمن.
I spend the holiday. Yes, I spend the holiday with my with the family in Yemen. في اليمن. In Yemen.
أنت سعيد هنا؟
Are you happy here? نعم. Alhamdulillah, I'm happy here.
والحمد لله.
Right? Are you happy here? Yes, I am happy here. Alhamdulillah. Are you happy here? So this guy came 10 years back and he's a Yemeni person. I think this is before the war, right? Now it's very difficult. Yemen, Saudi Arabia war. So before the war. بعد الدراسة تزوجت. I got married. And what do you do here? I'm a teacher in the university. Do you visit Yemen? Yes, I visit Yemen with my family and in the holiday. Are you happy here? سعيد هنا. نعم والحمد لله. Let's repeat this.
والآن جاء دورك. انظر واستمع وأعد. من أين حضرت؟
Where did you come from?
حضرت من اليمن.
I came from
أنا
Yemen.
يمني.
And I'm Yemeni person.
ومتى حضرت من اليمن؟
And when did you come from Yemen?
حضرت قبل 10 سنوات.
I came before 10 years. 10 years before.
هل معك الجنسية اليمنية؟
Do you have a Yemeni citizenship, nationality?
نعم، ومعي جواز السفر اليمني.
Yes, I have a Yemeni passport.
هل حضرت للعمل؟
Did you come for work?
لا، حضرت للدراسة، وبعد الدراسة تزوجت.
Yes, no, I came for study, and after studying I got married.
وماذا تعمل هنا؟
What do you do here?
أنا أستاذ في الجامعة.
I'm a teacher in the university.
هل تزور اليمن؟
Do you visit Yemen?
نعم، أقضي العطلة مع الأسرة في اليمن.
Yes, I spend the holiday with my family in Yemen. Utla is holiday.
هل أنت سعيد هنا؟
Are you happy here? نعم, alhamdulillah.
نعم والحمد لله.
Yes, alhamdulillah. So Ustad is a teacher, the Muftadat. يتزوج, to get married. He got married. So يتزوج, he is getting married now. Present tense, right? تزوج يتزوج. He gets married or he's getting married. يتزوج. يزور, he is visiting. Right? Visiting. You can visit a sick person. And we can use the word ada also. Ada. Man ada marid, to visit a sick person. Jawaz safar, passport. Right? Tashira is a visa and Tazkira is a ticket. Jinsiya is a nationality, Pakistan. Qabl is before. Qabl is before. Ba'd is after. Qabl is before. Ba'd is after. So Qabl is before. Qabl. It's an adverb of time. It tells you about before, previously. تدريب أجيب عن الأسئلة باختصار briefly. ما جنسية سامر؟ هو يمني. What's the nationality of Samir? He is a Yemeni. ما بلده؟ بلده اليمن. Right? They add a alif lam to Yemen, right? Alif lam to Yemen, yes. Al-Yemen, yes. Al-Yemen. So we have to see if they add a alif lam to Yemen or not. متى جاء إلى هذا البلد؟ قبل 10 سنوات. He came 10 years back. أين يعمل? Where is he working? يعمل في الجامعة. He's working in a university. متى يذهب إلى اليمن? When does he go to Yemen? يذهب إلى اليمن في العطلة مع الأسرة. مع أسرته. He goes to Yemen with his family in the holiday. لماذا يفعل ذلك? Why does he go? Why does he do that? Why does he do what? Why does he go to Yemen? Yemen يعني ليقضي العطلة, to spend the holiday. Right? He goes to Yemen to spend the holiday. هل سيبقى في بلدي? Does he remain in his country? No, لا يعني هو يرجع إلى جدة, or whether he comes back, right? Because he's happy here. He comes back, of course. لماذا? Why does he come back? لأنه سعيد هنا. Because he's happy in Saudi Arabia. أين درس سامر? Where does Samir study? Samir درس في جدة, whichever city this is, في Saudi Arabia. Right? Samir studied in Saudi Arabia. Right? He didn't study in any other place. Let's do the last one. Last exercise. Last حوار.
الحوار الثالث. انظر واستمع.
أين تسكن الآن يا بدر؟
Where are you living now, O Badr? تسكن سكن يسكن. Where do you live? Where are you living?
أسكن في القرية.
I live in a village. Now this guy says I love villages and so on. Right? أسكن, Badr says أسكن في القرية. I live in a village now, a town, like a small town.
لماذا تركت المدينة؟
Why did you leave the city? لماذا تركت المدينة? Why did you leave the city?
القرية هادئة والهواء نقي.
The city is Hadiya. Like Hadiya is, what do you call it? Peaceful. Hadiya. Al-Qadiyatu Hadiyatun. And the air is Naqi, is clean. And the air is clean. Right? Peaceful. Hadi is like peaceful. Quiet, yeah. Quiet is more calm. It's more calm, tranquil. Right? Tranquil. Hadi is like tranquil. Like it's like no sound pollution. Very peaceful. Hadi. So the village is peaceful. Wal hawa'u naqi. Naqi is clean. So these are two new words, right? Naqiyun. Naqiyun, clean. The air, clean air. The pure air. Naqiyun could also mean the pure air. And naqi, the air is pure. There's no pollution.
ولكن في المدينة جامعات
So this guy says, but in the city,
ومستشفيات وشركات وأسواق.
so he says, ولكن في المدينة, but we have in the cities جامعات, universities, مستشفيات, the hospitals, وشركات, the companies, I mean companies, and أسواق, the markets. Yeah, we have so many things. Markets, there are so many things in the city, and you're going for the peace and the pure air, right? You want all that? We have so many things in the city. So Badr says,
في المدينة أيضا ضوضاء وتلوث وازدحام.
right? Wafil, and also in the city we have Dauda. Dauda is sound, like commotion. Dauda. Let me just see what they've translated. Dauda. Noise. There's a lot of noise. Dauda. Dauda. Lakin. Oh, lakin is but. Lakin. Lakin. But. Lakin. Lakinna is also used. Lakin is also but. And we write lakin, but it is actually lakin. Lakin, okay, lakin. But we have in the city jami'atun or mustashfayatun. These are plurals. Jami'atun is the plural. The plural is jami'atun. Mustashfa, mustashfayatun, hospital. Sharikatun, sharikatun. Wa aswaqun, suqun, aswaq, markets. Fil madinati, we have dawda'u, we have a lot of noise. Talawus, what is talawus? Is pollution. And we have a whole unit in the next book called pollution. Talawuth. Right? Talawuth. And this is wrong. I mean, it should be talawuth with a tajdeed. I mean, anyways, talawuth. What is izdiham? What is izdiham? Overcrowding. Izdiham is overcrowding. Izdiham. Ziham is also used. Izdiham is also used. Right? Izdiham, overcrowding. A lot of people. Congestion. Izdiham is congestion. And Zihamul Murur or Izdihamul Murur is also called traffic jam. Murur is traffic, right? Murur and traffic jam. Congestion, or a lot of overpopulation, kind of. Izdiham. So Dauda is sound, Talawus is pollution. Inshallah, they'll bring a lot of exercises for us to help us to memorize these words.
لماذا تسكن في القرية وأنت تعمل في المدينة؟
Now you're saying that you live in a village and you work in the city. لماذا تسكن في القرية وأنت تعمل في المدينة? Why do you live in a village and you work in a city?
ليس هناك مشكلة.
ليس هناك مشكلة. There is no problem, because if ليس is there's no, right? هناك, there, I mean no, not there. مشكلة, problem. No problem, right? There's no problem. ليس هناك مشكلة. There's no problem. I mean, it's because of trains, I guess.
كيف تذهب إلى المدينة؟
How do you go to the city? I mean, how do you go if you're living in this village and you're coming back to the city all day? So أذهب
بالقطار.
I go by train. I use a train, a fast train, right? No issues at all. Right? I go by train, I come by train. 100 kilometers, no issues.
والهواء نقي.
Oh. There's some problem. One second.
أسكن في القرية.
أنت تركت المدينة.
القرية هادئة.
ولكن في المدينة
وفي المدينة أيضا ضوضاء وتلوث وازدحام.
نعم.
وأنت تعمل في المدينة.
So he says, أذهب بالقطار, I go by train. So he says, كم تستغرق الرحلة إلى المدينة? How much time does it take the trip to the Medina? تستغرق ساعة ونصف ساعة تقريبا. It takes an hour and half an hour. So 1.5 hours تقريبا, approximately 1.5 hours. تستغرق. See, it takes 1.5 hours تقريبا. كم تستغرق الرحلة إلى المدينة? How much does the time take in the city? It takes the trip. How much does it take? 1.5 hours. So he goes 1.5 hours and comes back 1.5 hours by train. So 3 hours in traveling, right? Because he likes the pure air and the peaceful nature of the city, of the town, not of the village, not the city. Hadia. We have some mufadat. Talawus is pollution. Talawuth, pollution. Talawuthun, pollution. Naqiyun, pure air, clean air. Hadiun, peaceful. Izdihamun, a traffic, a jam or a lot of overcrowding. Izdihamun, overcrowding or something. Izdiham, right? A lot of people. Izdiham, a jam. Sharikatun, companies. Aswaqun, markets, plural. Sharikatun. Qitarun, train. Mushkila, problem. Right? Problem. ليس هناك مشكلة. There is no problem. Right? ليس هناك مشكلة. There is no problem. قرية, village. نصف ساعة, half an hour. ضوضاء, noise, lot of noise. Right? هواء is air. هواء. Notice this ha is written like this. It's not hawa. Hawa means desires, right? Hawa with ha. It comes in the Quran. Hawa. أَرَأَيْتَ مَنِ اتَّخَذَ إِلَهَهُ hawa. Have you seen the one who has taken his desires as his Lord, as his ilah? And hawa. So that is hawa. This is hawa. This is air, right? Air. So أجب عن الأسئلة باختصار. Answer the questions with briefly. أين يسكن أحمد؟ أحمد يسكن في قرية, in a village. أين يسكن بدر الآن? Where does Badr say? Oh, maybe. Oh, Ahmad lives in the city, right? Ahmad lives in the city. The Badr is the one who's staying in the village. بدر الآن. بدر يسكن في قرية. أين كان يسكن من قبل? Where did Badr live before? Where did he live before? I don't know. كان يسكن من قبل في مدينة. He lived in a city, I guess. Now he went to the village. لماذا انتقل من المدينة? Okay. Why did he transfer from the انتقل? See, transfer. Why did he move from the city? انتقل من المدينة لأن القرية دافئ. Because the village is more peace, tranquil, and والهواء نقي, and the air is more pure. أين الجامعات? Where are the جامعات? Where are the universities? الجامعات في المدينة. They are in the city, right? أين الازدحام? Where is the overcrowding? The overcrowding is in the city, of course, again. الازدحام في المدينة. كيف يذهب إلى المدينة? How does he go to the city? بالقطار. He goes by the train. كم ساعة الرحلة إلى المدينة? How many hours does the trip take? It takes about ساعة ونصف ساعة. 1.5 hour. 1.5 hour. 1.5 hours. And we have some تدريبات. سل بين المفرد والجمع. A match between the singular and the plural. So مستشفى, the plural is مستشفيات. صديق, أصدقاء. صديق, أصدقاء, friends. جامعة, university. جامعات. طبق, the level, طبقات or plates. Is أطباق. Sorry, طبق, أطباق. شركة, شركات. Company, companies. طفل, أطفال. طفل, infant, infants. طفل, أطفال. Because we have to learn the plurals as and when they come, right? So this is how it is. مستشفى, مستشفيات. صديق, أصدقاء. جامعة, جامعات. طبق, أطباق. شركة, شركات. طفل, أطفال, أطفال. Infant, infants. سل بين الصورة بما يناسبها. So what does a city have and what does a village have? So a city has al-madinatu, has pollution, right? Wait, let's go down more. Yeah, the city has pollution. Talawus, mustashfayat also in the city. Right, aswaq also in the city. Markets, hospitals also. Hadiyatun, what is peace? Peaceful. The village is peaceful. What is the where do we have companies? In the city, of course. We have companies. Where are the universities? In the city, of course. See, so many things in the city. Why would you leave the city? Hawa'un naqiyun. Okay, this is in the village. Dawda is also in the city. Right? There's so many things in the city. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 things in the city. Right? So hadiyatun, it is more peaceful in the city. And hawa'un naqiyun. We get only 2 things in the city, but in the village, the village is peaceful, and the hawa naqim, the pure air, is also in the village, while the city has these many things. These many things. So you just get 2 things in the village, and you get these many things in the city, right? We'll do this tomorrow, inshallah ta'ala. From here, mufradatun idafiyya. Mufradatun idafiyya. We have colors here, but these are the feminine colors. Abyad is bayda now, feminine. Right? So you have the same colors, but for feminine thing. So inshallah, we'll do it tomorrow, inshallah. Jazakallah khair. If you have any questions, we'll take them. All this, that's it for the day. Alhamdulillah. I went a little fast because I thought, inshallah, we'll finish 3 hiwars today, so that will become easier next class, inshallah, to continue from mufradatun idafiyya, inshallah. Right, so please go through the lessons, because we have so many new words here, at least 6 to 7 or 8 new verbs, words and verbs also. Istaghlaqa, intaqala, naqiyun, hadiyatun, and so on, inshallah. The mufradat. Right, jazakallah khair. See you tomorrow, inshallah, with the next part of the lesson. We finished all the dialogues, right? So, subhanakallahumma bihamdika ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilaik. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
كانوا قليلا